Welcome to FX Options University, recorded live at the International Securities Exchange, the world's largest equity options exchange. Join the industry's top trading professionals as they provide insight and strategies for trading in the currency markets using FX options. FX options are a low-risk alternative to hedging currency moves in any market condition.
Options as protection. An investor that would like to hedge their asset price can insure their portfolio for a cost. Hedging costs money, though. I've had numerous questions about hedging. Does it make sense? And again, hedging is really a personal thing. It really depends on if you feel more comfortable limiting your risk, which a lot of people do. Again, it makes a lot of sense. Yes, it really is a personal choice. So let's talk about options pricing again. Premiums are going to be quoted each and every day. So it's 7:30 Eastern Time. The market's open, and the prices are going to change based on the exchange rate, of course, time left, volatility, and the interest rate differential. The leverage is determined by the different strategies selected. So in at now the money options, they all offer a different risk reward. It's always based on your own goals and your own risk tolerances. If you buy an option, that's a debit, means it's going to cost you money. Anybody that buys an option, it's a debit trade. Cost you money, that's the most you could lose. Sellers receive credits. However, they could lose more than their credit. So sellers receiving credits, buyers are going to pay debits. Options offer many alternatives. Efficient markets assume risk and reward are inherently linked. If investors desire higher rates of return, they normally will have to take more risk to achieve those higher rates. So just a review of these ISE FX options. The options give you the ability to transfer a risk, in my opinion, more efficiently than the spot market because you have embedded stop loss orders, basically. You can hedge your position. You can go out many different months. You can create so many more strategies in the options market relative to just being long or short in the spot market. They give you the ability to buy or sell. They're cash settled. They are now not only dollar-based, but also dollar quote. So we have both. Premiums are multiplied by 100. The ISE FX options are based on what a dollar is worth for the base currencies, or they could be worth what is the reverse currency in the U.S. So it really comes down to one or the other. Settlement values are calculated the difference between the strike price and the exchange rate, and investors can trade out of their position if they choose any time prior to 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on expiration Friday. So we have dollar-based and dollar quote. So they're not just dollar-based, but we also dollar quote. ISE FX options can be accessed from your equity options account, and various strategies can be implemented, including you can buy calls, you could do debit spreads, straddle strangles, you can hedge. It's up to you. Once you understand the basic terms and how that pertains to the risk, you'll have a better grasp, and you might want to implement a strategy. You need to have an account with a broker. Please you need to comprehend all the different terms, and you need to think about risk-reward. All investments are based on risk-reward. Once an investor understands the risk and rewards situation or considerations, each investor can select the trade-offs that are right for them based on their own goals and their own risk tolerances. So you can go to the ISE, www.ise.com, or you can go to fxoptions.com. This is a brand new site. We just launched it. I would urge you to bookmark this site because, again, we offer more and more tools. So we have the prices in per U.S., in U.S. We have our webinars. So tomorrow we have a webinar at 4:30 Eastern Time on candlesticks. Then we have another one following Tuesday from Jack Crooks, Black Swan Trading, capitalizing on the U.S. dollar bull market. We have skew charts so you can understand how the option prices are changing. We've had trading contests. We have a lot of articles that I've written. So there's lots there. at fxoptions.com. At this point, I want to turn it back to all the attendees. I want to thank you for attending today's ISE event, and I'm going to try to answer all your questions. So please just type them in the Q&A box, or you can put them in the chat box. I see most of you have filled them in the Q&A box. So Anise has a question. If I intend to hedge an FX spot position through FX option, how's the leverage tackled? I mean, is it possible to have the same leverage in FX as in the spot? Well, from what I understand, spot has, depending on the broker, you can have leverage up to, a couple 100 to 1, although I think that's being reined in. Can you do that in the options market? Well, as I said, leverage is not necessarily good or bad. It's really something that's unique to each investor. You need to be cognizant of the risk of it. Yes, you can create option positions that have more leverage. You can buy out-of-the-money options that create more leverage, more risk with more reward. Each contract, if you think about what is a contract worth, well, it's 100 times the pair value. So if you're looking at the U.S. dollar versus the Canadian trading at 103.53, well, that contract is worth about $10,353. If you're looking at the dollar against the yen at yuck, it's worth about $8,800, 88.66. So, you really have to think in terms of multiplying that value by 100, and that's what the contract is worth. And this is a floating value, so it changes a little bit every day, but not all that much. So that should be helpful for you, all of you that are thinking about hedging. Question about the archives. You can go to www.ise.com/archives, and you'll be able to get this presentation and all the other presentations.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. Get trading ideas, exchange rates, webinars, news, and commentary. Visit www.fxoptions.com. ISE FX options can be easily traded through all options-enabled brokerage accounts. These exchange-listed securities are cash-settled in U.S. dollars and have a European-style exercise.